What if the woman who stood proudly on every NRL Grand Final podium for decades, presenting the medal named after her legendary husband, has just taken her final bow? Hit that subscribe button right now for all sports updates, and stay with us through this heartfelt tribute. Joyce Churchill, the beloved wife of Rugby League immortal Clive the Little Master Churchill, has passed away at the age of 99, leaving the entire NRL community in profound mourning. The news broke like a thunderclap across the sport, with tributes pouring in from every corner of the rugby league world. Joyce wasn't just the widow of one of the greatest players to ever grace the field. She became an icon in her own right, a quiet yet unbreakable pillar who carried Clive's legacy with grace, humility, and unwavering passion for over 4 decades. Clive, the daring fullback who revolutionized the game with his fearless runs and unmatched vision, tragically left us in 1985 after a brave fight with cancer, but Joyce ensured his spirit lived on. Every grand final day, there she was, stepping onto the stage to hand over the Clive Churchill Medal to the best player on ground, a tradition that began in 1986 and turned her into a familiar, cherished face for generations of fans. Her presence added a layer of history and emotion that no one else could replicate. Then came the moment that stunned and touched the nation, the 2014 Grand Final. South Sydney Rabbitohs, the club Clive captained to glory and later coached to their last premiership in 1971, were on the cusp of ending an agonizing 43-year drought. Joyce, wearing Clive's iconic red and green pork pie hat from those coaching days, presented the medal to Sam Burgess, who heroically played most of the game with a shattered cheekbone. It was her final presentation, a full-circle surprise that brought tears to millions watching. The roar of the crowd, the flood of emotions, it was as if Clive himself was there. Joyce had guarded his memory fiercely, attending events, supporting the Rabbitohs as a life member, and inspiring players young and old. The NRL and AILC released a statement echoing the heartbreak, deeply saddened, highlighting her generosity and staunch support. South Sydney chairman Nick Pappas called it deep mourning, praising her dignity in carrying the Churchill name. But here's the deeper story. Joyce Ivy Martin, born in 1926, married Clive in 1959 and stood by him through triumphs and trials. She outlived him by 41 years, turning personal loss into a public gift, keeping rugby league's soul alive. Fans recall her warm smile, her gentle strength, the way she made every medal winner feel connected to greatness. Now, with her passing, a chapter closes, yet her impact endures. The medal will forever bear both their names in spirit. As tributes flood social media, legends share stories of meeting her, feeling Clive's presence through her eyes. This isn't just a loss, it's the end of an era, a reminder of love's enduring power in sport. Joyce Churchill didn't seek the spotlight, but she owned it with quiet majesty, bridging past and present for the greatest game of all. All sports updates, bringing you the stories that hit hardest in rugby league. Dive deeper into the unforgettable 2014 moment that cemented Joyce's place in NRL folklore forever. The Rabbitohs, starved of premiership joy since Clive's coaching triumph in 1971, faced the Bulldogs in a brutal decider. Sam Burgess, blooded and broken from an early hit that fractured his face, refused to leave the field, embodying the very courage Clive was famous for. When Souths held on to win, erupting red fern in celebration, Joyce stepped forward. At 87 years young, she donned that cherished pork pie hat, a relic from Clive's sideline days, and handed the Clive Churchill Medal to Burgess. The surprise wasn't just the win, it was seeing Joyce there, linking 2 eras in one emotional handover. Cameras captured Burgess' tears, the crowd standing ovation for her, the sense that history had come alive. Joyce later stepped back, allowing son Rodney to continue the tradition, but that night belonged to her. It was a twist no scriptwriter could invent, Clive's club winning again, his wife honoring a warrior who mirrored his grit. Joyce's life spanned nearly a century, witnessing rugby league's evolution from post-war boom to modern spectacle. She supported Clive through 158 games for Souths, his kangaroo captaincy, his coaching stints. After his death at just 58, she could have faded away, but instead chose to embrace the community. Awarded life membership by the Rabbitohs in 2006, she attended centenary events, shared memorabilia stories, and became a bridge for fans to the golden age. Players like Billy Slater drew comparisons from her, saying watching him felt like seeing Clive reborn. Her humility shone, never boasting, always redirecting praise to her husband and the game. Yet, in quiet ways, she shaped legacies. The NRL statement captured it perfectly. Her contributions ensured the Clive Churchill Medal lives on eternally. Tributes reveal personal touches, fans recalling her kindness at events, former players thanking her for inspiration. One surprise from archives: Joyce once held Clive's 1948 Australian jersey, preserving treasures that connected generations. Her passing reunites her with Clive after 41 years apart, a love story that fueled rugby league's heart. The mourning is universal because Joyce represented loyalty, resilience, the unspoken strength behind icons. As clubs lower flags, as grand finals forever carry her shadow, we reflect on what she gave, not just memories, but a standard of grace under spotlight. In a sport of thunderous tackles and roaring crowds, Joyce was the gentle constant, the surprise emotional core that made victory sweeter. The ripple effects of Joyce's life extend far beyond one club or one medal, touching the very fabric of Australian rugby league. Clive Churchill, one of the original 4 immortals named in 1981 alongside Raper, Gasnier, and Fulton, redefined fullback play with his audacious attacking flair and iron defense. But Joyce ensured his immortality wasn't confined to highlight reels. By presenting the medal year after year, she humanized the honor, reminding winners they stood in the footsteps of a giant. Surprise stories emerge in tributes: how she comforted families at funerals, supported junior pathways quietly, embodied the working-class roots of Souths. The Rabbitohs, pride of the league, honored her as life member, with Chairman Pappas pinning her badge a career highlight. Her presence at the 2008 centenary cake cutting, smiling amid legends, captured her enduring bond. Born Joyce Ivy Martin on the 24th of November 1926, she lived through wars, social shifts, league's professional explosion, yet remained anchored in passion for the red and green. Marrying Clive in 1959, raising son Rodney, she navigated fame's pressures with poise. After Clive's 1985 passing, attended by thousands with his coffin draped in Rabbitohs jersey, Joyce transformed grief into guardianship. She attended grand finals religiously until health slowed her, each appearance a nod to enduring love. The 2014 hat moment wasn't planned theatrics, it was spontaneous nostalgia, amplifying the drought's end. Fans didn't just cheer the win, they honored her. Now, the NRL world pauses, statements from commissions, clubs uniting in sorrow. Her generosity touched countless donations, quiet encouragements, preserving memorabilia. One hidden gem: Joyce once compared modern stars to Clive, keeping his benchmark alive. As mourning spreads, it reveals her quiet influence, players striving harder knowing she'd watch, fans feeling connected to history through her. The surprise is how one woman's steadfastness amplified a legend's echo. Without Joyce, the medal might be just metal; with her, it's a living tribute. Her legacy intertwines with Clive's: courage on field, dignity off it. In this moment of collective grief, rugby league remembers not just what was lost, but the extraordinary gift she left, the timeless connection between past heroes and future dreams. As the rugby league family gathers in sorrow, Joyce's final chapter closes a story of profound devotion and quiet heroism. Passing peacefully after 99 remarkable years, she leaves behind son Rodney, extended family, and a nation of fans who saw her as their own. The outpouring is overwhelming, social media flooded with photos of her on podiums, wearing that hat, smiling through tears in 2014. The NRL's words ring true: her support ensured Clive's contributions endure eternally. South Sydney in deep mourning, yet celebrating a life that honored their greatest son. Surprise reflect Iron's surface: Joyce attending dental appointments with Clive in local clinics, living ordinarily amid extraordinary legacy. Her humility defined her, never seeking fame, yet becoming indispensable. Grand final days will feel different now, the medal presentation carrying her absent presence. Yet, in reuniting with Clive, there's poetic peace after decades apart. Joyce Churchill wasn't a player, but she played a vital role: keeper of flames, bridge of eras, embodiment of loyalty. From 1926 beginnings to this farewell, her journey mirrored the sport's resilience. Tributes call her principled, generous, graceful, the perfect partner to the little master. As we bid farewell to Mrs. Churchill, the game pauses to honor not just Clive's wife, but rugby league's matriarch. Her story inspires: strength in stillness, impact through love. The mourning is deep because the love was deeper. All sports updates. Rest in peace, Joyce. Thank you for everything.